Hello and welcome to episode 301. Hi, we're back in the UK and we're back on the syndicate, guys. Not fishing yet, just getting all set up at the moment. I had to put the bivvy up first because, as you can tell, the skies are a bit grey, so we're not due any rain, but just in case I've put the bivvy up first. So first off, apologies if there is any wind noise because I'm kind of got the wind in my face. I did want to fish on the east bank of the lake, but because most of the time I've got here, I'm here for 3 days, and most of my time here we do have a sort of a westerly wind, so gonna have a kind of the wind in my face a fair bit for this session. But unfortunately I couldn't get on the east bank because they've got it shut off at the moment. They've got some tree maintenance going on, so to keep everyone safe they've got the whole of the east bank shut at the moment. And talking of work, the lake has recently been shut for 10 days as well, so only just opened up 2 days ago. Today's Friday, so for the kind of best part of almost 2 weeks the lake has had a bit of a rest while some lake maintenance was going on. But yeah, as I said, it's Friday. I got 3 nights ahead of me, guys, so fishing to Monday obviously. Right, I need to crack on because the rods have still got to come out of the bag yet and get fishing and mark spot, all that. Yeah, let's go fishing. God, bloody cold. Right then, guys, so far I've got the alarms out on the bank stick, so we're getting closer, but we have done some marker up work. So we've still got a bit of weed out there that kind of left over from the summer, but it's mostly died off now. So where I used to fish normally quite close, or a rod length kind of off the bank, if you go that close at the moment there's still a bit of weed there, so can't go that close at the moment. But that doesn't matter because I'll switch over to this side, kind of from sort of the middle-ish and to the left of me I've seen a fair bit of you know, signs of feeding fish, you know, the old bubbles coming up. Now the fish here traditionally don't really show themselves. They're known for being quite lazy fish here. They don't often bosh out, so any signs of fish is normally through the feeding signs, the bubbling up, and there's a fair bit of it going on out there at the moment. So it's probably about just beyond halfway, maybe 2/3, 3/4 of the way across. And like I said, we've done a bit of marker work already, and in that area it is, I wouldn't say clear, but the marker rod did come back nice and easy. So I mean, that could be down to the silty lake bed, but yeah, the lead certainly didn't lock up anyway while I was pulling back. And then at the moment, switch back to this side, currently out there is my marker float sitting in a nice spot where I found a nice gravel patch. There's a certain tree on the far line horizon which is a bit different from all the other trees. If I aim towards that tree, about 3 rod lengths back where my marker float currently is, there's a nice little gravel patch there. So as long as I aim for that certain particular tree when I put the rods out, then I think we should be okay. Right, talking of getting the rods out, let's crack on and do that. What are we now? 1 o'clock, so not too late, but it's that time of year now where it's getting dark by 4 o'clock, so need to crack on, get the rods out, and then we'll be sorted. Right guys, so rods are out, just bringing the bait boat back now from just putting the third rod out. Obviously today with getting set up is just all about getting the rods out and whatnot, so we'll obviously look at the spots where I'm fishing and rigs and hook baits and all that later in the blog. But yeah, obviously, you know, the day you turn up is all about getting sorted and just getting fishing. If you know how it is, if you delayed everything by saying this is the rig, this is the spot, blah de blah de blah, it obviously delays proceedings, which is all good and well sort of most of the year, but you know, it's going to be getting dark in a couple of hours already, so you know, that kind of day one, you just want to get your rods out, get sorted, get everything in your swim organised. So, and then but yeah, we'll let's see, go through what I've done. Oh, I saw a splash on as I turned around. I don't know if you saw that. I can't work out if it was a fish or bird life. It was bird life. Right, so that's it guys. We are fishing. I'll say we've got 72 hours ahead of us, but it won't be because I'm going to pack up on the third day. It'll be lunchtime, so I'd probably say we've got 68, 69 hours fishing ahead of us, which is still obviously 3 nights. Right, let's get everything tidied up, then I can sit back, relax. Obviously the rods are out now, so the camera will get put away, and well, hopefully next time camera comes out, it'd be nice to have a fish to show for it. Good morning everybody. I say good morning, it's 10 past 11 almost. I've only been out of bed just over an hour, and it's all been going on this morning. It's, so there's a lake next door, private land, but every now and again they have duck shoots on that bit of land, and they've done it before and it's happened again this morning. But the rules with shooting is that you have to fire over, I think, not just rules, it's the law. You have to fire over the land, within the land that you're shooting on. Well, stood here chatting to Paul next door like, oh, did you have anything in the night? Duck shoots going on, and then all the trees here started getting rained on with all their shot. Could see down to my left Malcolm and Roy are going, oh, bivvies have just been hit. All the shot coming through the trees, and kind of, what the hell's that? And then bang, just one of them got hit in my face. I took a photo not long ago, so hasn't broke the skin or anything, but there'll be a photo now if I remember to put it on in the edit. And yeah, so basically I got shot. I mean, by falling shot, but that's besides the point. It's yeah, so I phoned Bob to say it's happened again. They're shooting outwards, obviously, because as you can see by the lake, there is no wind whatsoever, and when it's happened before they've tried to blame the wind blowing the shot outwards. And anyway, so I phoned Bob to say it's happened again. The duck shooter firing outwards, because 4 guys' bivvies have all been hit by shot. I've been hit in the face. Within 5 minutes, Mary and her son Chris come round Mary was on the phone to someone. The police. Mary has phoned the police. The police are coming because they've broke their rules, the law, and I, you know, because I've been in the face. So but yeah, I mean, it's right by my eye, sort of halfway between my eye and my sideburns. But you know, another inch or so, and that could have hit me in the eye. And I can tell you, when shotgun shot hits you in the face, it's also hot. So, but anyway, good morning. Fishing wise, absolutely nothing has happened. Left hand rod has been picked up a few times by the ducks. I'm sure that's the rod I've got the tiger nut and fake corn on, so the bait should still be there. Well, I know it's there because I've picked it up at least half a dozen times and dropped it. But so yeah, fishing wise, nothing has happened. Duck shoot wise, it's all been going on. So yeah, so Mary come down to see how I was, thinking I'd been shot directly rather than kind of indirectly. Yeah, she did have an ambulance on the way because she wasn't sure what had happened, but when she got down to me, she saw it had just left a red mark and said, "No, we don't need an ambulance." Yeah. But yeah, it's not good that the people next door have been breaking the rules, not the law, again. And yeah, one of the beaters come up the track and I said, "Oi, shouldn't you guys be firing inwards because I've just been hit in the face?" And he was like, "Highly doubt it, mate." And I was like, "Well, I can assure you, got 4 guys here, me included, all our bivvies just got rained on with shot and me hit in the face." And you know, "Oh, sorry about that." Carried on going. So yeah, so Mary's been on to the police. Yeah. Anyway, so basically, it is now nearly lunchtime. I've not had anything to eat, and there's been no fish. I've been shot. I'll get back to you later, guys. It's yeah, I need to have some breakfast, then I'll probably need to wind in and redo the rods. And oh yeah, I'll tell you what did happen last night. A fish boshed out about 3 to 4 lengths out in front of me, round about, I don't know, 8 o'clock last night. So when I redo the rods later on, probably one of the rods, probably the rod that's been getting picked up by the ducks. I've obviously dropped it onto a little shallow plateau out there, so I'll probably just underarm chuck that one, because this swim is called Little Beach. If I can remember when I do the edit, I've got some shots of this area when it was drained down, and it's like a little plateau in front of this swim, which is why it's called Little Beach. So yeah, you kind of got the plateau and then it drops off, and it's probably at the bottom of the drop off where the fish boshed out.
Salt through recklessness and things occupied, and therefore in the end those pellets will fall, and you may have the salt, but
that's not allowed because they're meant to shoot over the land, aren't they? That they're shooting on, and oh bang! Oh,
Exciting. Right, you heard it.
Right then, guys, the old daily facilities visit not long had to happen, and then obviously the rods got wound in for that, so just gonna put them back out. So redone the rigs, just put fresh hook baits on all the rigs. They're all essentially the same rig, they're all kind of Ronnie rigs. So on the one that's remaining as a Ronnie rig as it's intended, it's got a nut 365 pop up. The next one down has got a fake tiger nut, not fake tiger nut, real tiger nut tipped with a fake corn, and the next one down has got fake maize, again tipped with fake corn. They're essentially on Ronnie rigs, but I'm incorporating the shot on the hook for them, so the hook will lay flat with just the baits popped up. Not even popped up, they will just, you know, with the hook on the deck, the hook bait will sit up, you know what I mean, unless you're brand new to fishing and you don't know what I mean. So the right hand rod and the middle rod are going to go out with a bait boat as yesterday. Left hand rod, because we saw that fish bosh out right in front of me, roughly where all that leaf debris is at the moment, if you can see it. That's roughly where the left hand rod is going to go with just an underarm swing. But we'll get the two bait boat rods done first, just to make sure that they are done, because we are 3 o'clock now and it's going to be getting dark in about an hour, so right, let's crack on with that, and then yeah, and then we'll be fishing again. Right guys, getting the rods out now. One rod I've already put out, that's the right hand rod on the Ronnie rig. This is the rod that's got the tiger nut tipped with fake maize. So that's what we're doing, getting a scoop of the old boilie crumb. That can go in, and then a sort of a half scoop of pellet as well, like so. Lovely jubbly. Put the old lid on, because that's the rule here. Yeah, this rod is just going to go out directly in front. Probably 3/4 of the way across. This swim is a bit of a bay. It's a bit wider, got a bit more water to play with in this swim. Go a little bit to the left, cause, oh actually I can see some fizzing now, so we'll go for that. That was nice timing. And we will drop right on that fizzing patch. That was very well timed by a fish of some sort there. Probably won't result in nothing, because that's how it works in fishing, isn't it? You see fizzing, put a rig on it, nothing happens. Right guys, third and final rod, obviously the rod I'm going to underarm swing out, the rod with the maize and fake maize. Well, underarm swing it into roughly the area where I saw that fish bosh out last night. That will do nicely. Well, even though it's not far out, I'll still put a back lead on it. And you might have noticed there was some PVA foam on that hook, which is on the surface already. Let's get the back lead out a bit further. There we go. Which gives me my target to bait at. So put the rod down before the PVA nugget drifts off too far from its area. Did you see that? That seagull just picked up my target. Right. There we go, just a load of boilie halves. They're the boilies I actually chopped up in my last video at France, the Nuts 365. So we're baited up with them ones because they're a bit more whole than the chops. It was easier to chuck out. And here comes all the bird life thinking they're going to get a free feed. Right guys, let's bring the bait boat back. I better do that. And then, yeah, but now essentially we're now fishing, going into the second night. Oh, good morning everyone. I say morning. It's actually nearly lunchtime and I just realised I'd forgotten to do a morning update. The reason why I'd forgotten is because absolutely nothing has happened. Absolutely zero. No bleeps, no liners, nothing. And a fly's just landed on my glasses. And yeah, absolutely zero has happened. So I'd completely forgot to do a morning update. But as I'm saying, there's literally zero to update you with. People have started leaving the lake this morning, and from chatting to the people who are walking around to get their cars, nothing has happened on the lake, full stop. No one's had nothing. It has been completely dead. But we did have a lot of fireworks going off last night. There was a massive display that side behind the camera at Ashton Keynes, and then there was another massive display in that direction from South Fernie. So two massive great big fireworks displays either side of the lake. Could be that spooked the fish. I mean, they were big displays and went on for a fair bit of time each one. Yeah, they were proper bright, proper loud. So yeah, maybe that spooked the lake, which is why no one's had nothing overnight. Who knows? I mean, from our angle, they were good displays, but anyway, hopefully the next update will be with something a bit more where something might have happened. Ooh. Right then guys, as you can see down here, the rods are out the water. That's because we've had to have our daily winding for visiting the ablutions, as my mate Mafty UK would say. But yeah, just about to get the rods back out. Gonna make a small change. We were fishing one rig on a Ronnie rig and the other two with that shot on hook variant of the Ronnie rig with the fake maize and tiger nuts, etc. Those two hooks that was fishing the shot on the hook setups, the points had gone on them. So I've had to get two new Ronnie rigs out, and I'm going to fish him as the Ronnie rig. So all three are going out on the Ronnie rigs now. They're all the Nuts 365 flavour, but I got a pot from Indus that was all different colours. So one's the regular kind of off-white beigey colour, one's a brown colour, and then one's a nice luminous orange colour. When I do put them out, the only one I'm going to be specific about where it goes is the left-hand rod, because I've been watching some more fish this morning on that patch over to the left where I saw fish fizzing up on the same day. Well, I've seen more fizzing on that same spot again this morning. So, well, as I mentioned previously in the blog, that was a rod that kept getting picked up by the duck, so it's obviously a little bit shallower there, a plateau or something. So that would be the rod. I'll put the brown hook bait just so it's a bit more inconspicuous for the bird life. The other two, orange and the beigey one, they can just go on the other two rods anywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna crack on, get them out. I'm the only one now on the lake, guys. It's now just coming up to 2 o'clock and I'm the only one here now. Everyone else has left. So, oh, in the bay swim by the car park there's 2 pike anglers, but they're only on for a day. So, but as in night fishing, carp wise, I'm the only one here for the night now. Right, let's get these rods sorted and try going in for the last sort of 24 hours of fishing. Try and bank one, because the last time I was here, it was that last 24 hours, well, more specifically the last hour that kind of done me a fish, so fingers crossed that can happen again. This is it then, guys, third and final rod to go out of the day, and possibly session if nothing else happens. So, as I said just recently, this is going back out onto that original spot where I was fishing. Just got to aim it towards a certain little treelet that's on the island. There's no fizz in there at the moment, but there was earlier on, but as long as I've got it in the direction of the tree that I'm looking at, that's all I need. Oops, drifted a bit to the left there, bring it back round. And yeah, back there. Right then, that is the third rod of the day done, as I've just said, but obviously I'll repeat myself because that's what I seem to do all the time. Back lead out as far as it can go, so it doesn't create a hinge point. Right, fingers crossed then, guys, because that might be the last thing I have to do before packing up. Right then, guys, it's sort of about 4:30 now, losing the light, so the camera's going to go away very, very shortly. Obviously nothing's happened since the rods went back out. Oh, apart from the coots picked up that left hand rod again on that spot, despite my best efforts to disguise that rig with a dark coloured hook bait. I still got picked up by a coot. Luckily enough, the Ronnie rig on one of them Gemini booms is a rig that will always reset itself, and I'm not going to move it from that spot, because I can't ignore the fact that I've seen fish fizzing, you know, on that spot again earlier on, so it'll be dark soon and then the bird life won't be able to see that hook bait anyway. So anyway, hopefully soon tonight, guys. Fingers crossed. As I said, this is my final night and I'm the only one on the lake now, whole lake to myself. So fingers crossed for something in the night. Or even tomorrow morning. I don't care when it happens, if it happens. Yeah. Hopefully see you in the night though, guys. Oh, good morning everybody. Oh, not that good because nothing has happened fishing wise. Literally no bleeps, nothing in the night. Been completely dead. The only thing that's happened this morning is that now it's daylight and the coots can see what they're doing. They've dived back down on that left hand rod spot. Picked me rig up at least once this morning. But they obviously didn't like that, so they've cleared off. But yeah, today is pack up day. Obviously it's not over until the last rod comes in. And it happened on my last excursion here. Caught a fish right at the death. So yeah, not over until that last rod gets wound in, but it just feels like it's not going to happen, you know. Been no real signs of fish apart from the odd patch of fizz in here and there. I don't know if I've mentioned already in the blog, but at the moment Aspen is suffering with a bit of a algal bloom. I can't remember which one, but yeah, that's the reason why they've said we can't use particles at the moment. But I don't know why that is. I don't know the science behind it. But yeah, it's been a quiet one. Obviously most of the other anglers went, well, not most, all of the other anglers went home yesterday and no one had anything all weekend apart from the pike anglers. So yeah, perhaps it's just quiet now because it's that time of year now. Things are cooling down, water's getting cooler, fish's metabolism is slowing down maybe. Or if the fish been spooked because first of that duck shoot next door and then the fireworks the night before. Who knows? I think I've just been done, guys. It's just standing here admiring the morning view. And the bobbin on the middle rod just shot up, hit the rod. The line has come out the line clip on the rod. I was just going to the rod, the bobbin come back down. And then nothing else. So I think I've just been done. Right guys, so quick disclaimer now that we're into the video. What happened on Saturday with the shoot next door is absolutely no way and nothing and no fault to do with this fishery or Bob and Mary or how they run the place. It's their fault. They broke the rules, they broke the law, they done something that they shouldn't have done, which resulted in me getting slightly hurt, and it's in no reflection whatsoever with the, you know, to do with the fishery, how Bob and Mary run the place. It's so, yeah, just want to make sure that's clear. Right then, so we are now down to just the rods on the ground, as we can see. Unfortunately, nothing else happened, guys. Well, unless it happens in the next 5 or 10 minutes or so. But yeah, unfortunately, this one's a blank. Like I say, I'm pretty sure I got done on the middle rod this morning, and now looking at it, I think I was done on the right hand rod as well. So perhaps that little 10 minutes was the feeding spell of the day. Unfortunately, none of them resulted in a hookup. But yeah, as I said earlier in the blog, there's a bit of an algae bloom on the water, and it seems to be putting off the fish feeding at the moment. Literally no one's had anything at this weekend, and yeah, I think there must have been at least a dozen carp anglers on this weekend. So anyway, right, unless I do a day session on my next days off from work, then my next session is going to be up at Bluebell Lakes fishing with my good buddy txi-d UK. We've got 3 days planned up there, end of November. So yeah, I look forward to that one. So I don't know if that one will be next, or I might see if I can knock out a day session somewhere on my next 4 days off. But yeah, unless anything happens in the next 5 to 10 minutes, guys, that is it. It's a blank. Right, till the next video, tight lines, wet nets, enjoy your fishing.